In this video, we will cover the use of both the subjunctive and the indicative with adverbial clauses of time. This is perhaps one of the most difficult subjunctive lessons for people to learn, precisely because we often get confused as to the situation that is in front of us, which causes us to forget to make the switch between the indicative and the subjunctive. But if we think about the grammar lesson more as a difference between the future, which has an element of doubt to it, versus something that is either habitual or in the past, this grammar point becomes easier to understand. Whenever we use these adverbial phrases, we have to think about whether we are talking about a past or habitual action, or are we talking about a future action? If we are talking about habitual or completed actions, then the verb after these adverbial phrases will be in the indicative, because we are sure that this action is going to happen or has happened. However, if we want to imply that the action is pending or might happen in the future, we then use the subjunctive in the verb that is after the adverbial phrase, because we are expressing some element of doubt, even a shadow of a doubt, that this could happen. When we use these adverbial phrases, they can either cue an action that regularly happens or that happened already, or that might happen in the future. And when we use these phrases with the future implication, we are still using our three conditions for the subjunctive, that the combination of these phrases and the future implication are triggering the doubt, since you are expressing that it is possible that this might happen. We still have a que-like element that introduces a subordinate clause, and we have two clauses in total. Let's see these concepts in action. Cada martes leo el periódico cuando me despierto. Because of the phrase cada martes, we know that there is an habitual action involved. That one adverb tells us that. So that is why we use the indicative after cuando. But contrast that to leo o leeré el periódico cuando me despierte. In this sentence, we are expressing something that might happen tomorrow. We might change our mind in the morning and not read the paper. Or perhaps the paper is not delivered. We simply do not know what will happen because our crystal ball is not telling us what will happen. So there is at least a shadow of doubt regarding what we are going to do in the morning. Because of that, we use the subjunctive after cuando. Another set of examples. Mario siempre come una banana antes de correr. In this sentence, we notice that there is no que after the antes de. Therefore, we use the infinitive afterwards. However, Mario come o comerá una banana antes de que corra. In this sentence, we are implying that Mario has not gone running yet, and so there is a shadow of a doubt as to whether he will eat the banana before he runs. He might not have any bananas, or he may feel like an apple instead. Regardless, because it is an action that might happen in the future, the verb that is after the antes de que is in the subjunctive. One final example, perhaps something that you might say at some point. Haré mi tarea tan pronto como tenga tiempo. Again, by stating things this way, we are talking about a future action. And I am not entirely sure that I will have time to do the homework. Or I don't know when I will have the time to do it. That means there is a shadow of a doubt as to when this will happen. That is why the verb after tan pronto como is in the subjunctive. Hopefully, this video helps in explaining this intricate element of Spanish grammar. If you can master this, you can master just about anything with regard to the subjunctive in Spanish.